Hello fellow carbon-based lifeforms. Today I'm here to make another quick channel update, as my last video was 2 weeks ago and I haven't uploaded since, so I should probably tell everyone what's going on real quick before you think I'm dead again, because we all know what happens when a YouTuber dies. Am I right, lads? Yeah, I didn't think so. Anyway, the main reason to why I haven't really uploaded since then is because of online learning. Before you go,
Corey, you the big dumb, school isn't online anymore. We go to it in real life for that, you
okay, let me stop you right there, you racist buffoon. Because no. From where I come from, my state is in lockdown. Again. Because people really never learn from their mistakes. So, because online learning is taking a chunk of my time, like a little tiny bit of my time, not much, that's probably an understatement to be honest, but whatever. I have a little less time to work on things, but I've snuck some time into work on my projects. So here are a few things that are most obvious to you, things that I've already discussed in the past, that I've already started working on, and I'm already well into development. So Sonic Extreme Roblox is one of those things, but I hate to admit it, I'm kind of demotivated from working on the project because of other projects like Sonic Extreme Unity and Project AXSX, which of course AXSX is no longer in development, unfortunately. It's been halted. It's not full on. I don't think it's going to be cancelled. Who am I kidding? It is cancelled, but it might be revived one day, who knows. The developer isn't really being very noteworthy on it because he himself doesn't know if it's going to continue or not. But Sonic Extreme Unity, however, Jesus, it's nearly done by the looks of things. The levels themselves being imported into the project have been nearly completed already, or at least the base levels. I don't know if they're going to include J Golly Act 2, but I assume they're going to at some point. Or they're going to include a bunch of other things. I don't know what they're doing with it, but who knows. But it looks very complete from what I've seen so far, despite the fact that it's only the second build they've released, which is really surprising still. And looking at those projects, I look back on my work, and I see that it's very inferior. I've seen lots of comments telling me that I should just stop working on it because it's not going to be as good as everything else. That's putting it politely, by the way. People have said some really mean shit about it, and then that's pretty obvious, but yeah. Accurate physics and the fisheye lens is the most annoyingest thing to working on the project, because fisheye lens doesn't there's no real way of implementing it in Roblox Studio unless I attach a glass part to the camera, which is not going to work very well, let me tell you that much. It's not very good. Here's just a screenshot of that if you want, because it doesn't look that great, I promise you, it really doesn't. Unless I put it to 0.5, 0.7, and even that still looks kind of garbage. And, well, as for custom physics, I haven't gotten anywhere with programming custom physics because I don't know how that works, because there is no tutorials online for it, so I can't really learn it per se, unless I somehow magically understand how coding in Roblox works instead of following along with tutorials like I usually do for programming, or at least programming something similar to what I'm doing, because again, I'm not the best at programming or scripting in Roblox, and there isn't a handful of tutorials on how to actually remember things and how to create your own things properly. But what do I know? Anyway, yeah, so I'm not really motivated per se to work on the series or projects much anymore. I will still be working on them from time to time, but it's becoming less of a priority ever since I worked on everything else that I'm about to discuss here, that is actually being, successful and something that's at least half original. But regardless, so with that out of the way comes the things that you most likely aren't aware of, because if you don't follow my YouTube, what am I kidding? You follow my YouTube. What the hell does that mean? If you don't follow my Instagram is what I'm trying to say. On my Instagram, I've uploaded several working in progress pieces. Such things include animations, Roblox Studio projects, etc, etc. You probably already don't need me to describe it. And I've been working on my Animate test thing, where I work on an Adobe Animate test. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Like, just to get used to the behavior of the program, the interface, everything else, how things work. Pretty obvious stuff. But so far I've completed about 45 seconds worth of it in 60 FPS, 180p by now. But I think by the time I upload this, I would have at least gotten up to a minute. Because then again, recording isn't really, or animating I should say, isn't really that easy compared to just slapping gameplay on something and calling it a day. Because, well, I'm doing this in 60 FPS, and this is like one of my first true projects that are actually going to get released of an animation that isn't just an idle test where Sonic stands still for roughly 9 seconds and does a poorly animated idle animation where he jitters all over the place. So, at least there's that going for it. You can see the whips on you can see 2 exports on my Instagram page if you haven't already. Links in the description. I'm not self-plugging, trust me. If you want to see those, that you can though. But I'm not self-plugging because that's not my thing anymore. I don't do that as much as I want. As much as everybody else thinks I should, I'm not going to do it because, well, self-promoting, it's one way to drive away people that actually wanted to get into your projects, because then they're going to be like, oh, well, can this guy shut up about his Instagram? No one cares. But it's like the easiest thing I can just like put onto Instagram or whatever, because it takes like not even a minute to upload anything that I've done. It took me like a minute or 2 to upload what's coming up next to Instagram, these 2 videos that I uploaded, but then again, those are pretty long. So, you may have not known this. Again, if you didn't follow my Instagram, you wouldn't know this at all, because I haven't described this anywhere else but Instagram or Discord to my personal friends. But I'm creating a new game on Roblox, which is going to be better than Sonic Extreme Roblox. Freak. Not Unity. I haven't gotten used to Unity yet. I don't even have it installed. Anyway, this one's called The Backrooms Revisited, which I named it that because, well, it just makes sense. It's basically, think of it like the true backrooms on Roblox, except less empty. There's a lot more things to do. Well, of course, not in the concepts that I viewed, I put on the Instagram page. They're basically just the true backrooms, but a little less incomplete. But then again, I'm still working on it quite frequently, and I've gotten quite a few things behind the scenes, and I've got quite a lot of ideas for it. And I'm going to be referring a lot to the archive page of the Backrooms creepypasta, where they describe all the things that happens in it, what it looks like, all that crap. I'm going to be going back to that a lot in order to get this right. And, well, the main reason why I'm making it is because not only am I really impressed with the presentation and like the feel and everything about the true Backrooms, but I wanted to add more to it so newcomers don't get bored, because I've seen quite a few comments about that game, how everyone gets extremely bored because it's just an empty mess, apparently to them. So what I'm going to do is add a bunch more things that comes from the creepypasta itself, and obviously I'm going to make it feel empty, because if I don't, the entire purpose of the Backrooms is defeated, and thus there's no point in me continuing the Backrooms project. I might as well just rebrand it into something else, if that's the case. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay true to the Backrooms formula by having things feel empty, which I probably described like 3 times by now, but who cares. But other than that, there's not much else to say about the project. I've got 2 videos of it on my Instagram page. Go view those if you want. I don't care if you don't, because it's still a really work in progress. I just made it like a week ago or 2. And even then, I haven't worked on it much since then, because I've been working on a bunch of other crap that I've got, including schoolwork and the such. But other than that, I don't have much else to say. Yeah, that's it. my script, I didn't really follow my script after the joke with the online learning thing, but whatever, I made words as I was going anyway, so who cares. But as of right now, like I said, don't have much else to say. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop a couple of them below, because like I do with the majority of my videos, I like to answer a bunch of questions that people are confused about or want me to answer. Unless it's something I can't, of course, then I probably just say I don't know, or something like that. Simple as that. So anyway, I started blast. Okay, that's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.